Hey guys, I know y'all not on here yet, but it's ridiculous. I was just telling my father-in-law, this is crazy. I got my test results to find out what was going on with my blood pressure because I've never had a blood pressure problem. When I say never, never. Even when I get sick, I never have a blood pressure problem. If anything, my blood pressure go low instead of going high. Now, I think I had one time because they mixed and gave me morphine, and I was having the baby, and I was a lot of pain and pressure on myself. So that was the one time that I had a blood pressure problem. But other than that, I've never had a blood pressure problem. So anyway, I got my test results last night. I'm looking over them, and I see something going on with my liver. And I'm like, well, I did have that problem when I was younger. And my doctor got it all checked out. I had to do MRI and all this stuff and ultrasound and a bunch of things that I had to do to find out, if there was something wrong with my liver, if I had, kidney disease or liver damage or something like that. They did all that. My kidneys were beautiful. My liver just had fat around it because I'm fat. And that was it. Well, I look at more results start coming in. I look at my anemia. I mean my blood count, white blood count, things that has to do with anemia. My red blood count is at 9. And my white blood count I think it was low too. I don't remember what it was, but it was low too. And a lot of things was coming back abnormal. I'm like, oh, my platelet count was high. I was like, what the world? So how is my red blood cells, my white blood cells low, but my platelets high? Well, that's a sign of anemia, severe anemia. So anyway, I had to call my doctor because my doctor, I called her yesterday to give me a prescription for prenatals that have iron in it. She told me, oh, well, you can get that over the counter. You don't need no special kind of prenatals. Well, obviously I do. Because the gummies are cheaper. Anybody who's pregnant or a mom know the gummies are a lot cheaper. The gummies don't have no iron in them. So obviously I do need a special kind. Then on top of that, she tell me, well, because your blood pressure been kind of iffy, which now I know why, because if you have severe anemia, it can mess with your blood pressure. And for all you people out there, research it, look up anemia. Um, yeah, it can mess with your blood pressure. So my blood pressure ain't been extremely high, but it's been borderline for the past couple weeks, and I was wondering what was going on. So she wanted me to take a baby aspirin. If any doctor wants you to take something, and require you to take something, they're supposed to prescribe it. If I'm supposed to take, because I was pregnant with my son 2 years ago, if I'm supposed to take vitamin D, they wanted me to take vitamin D because my vitamin D was extremely low. And it didn't matter if I took the prenatal with vitamin D, it still was low. So they wanted me to take an extra vitamin D, super strength. Guess what they did? They prescribed it. They didn't ask me and say, oh, well, you could go buy super strength vitamin D over the counter. You're saying that you require me to take this to make me feel better, so you are saying that it's a requirement so you can prescribe it for my health. That's like saying to somebody, oh, we want you to take insulin, but you can buy insulin over the counter. What? Oh, you need to take some glucose. You can go, because you can't buy insulin over the counter. Let's just put this. You need to take glucose. You need to take your blood sugar meter. But you can buy those over the counter. Yes, you can buy it over the counter. But I'm not going to buy it over the counter if I got diabetes and you can prescribe it. It's for my health. Okay. Hmm. But yeah, I was looking up all this stuff. By the way, they never call me on my test results. Never. I look up my own test results. I go with my own test results. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I really didn't do this clinic that I'm doing now. Um, back when I first came down here with my son, and I was treated a lot more urgently. Like they were to the point where I didn't want to take the vitamin D. Vitamin D made me nauseous. But they were like, if you don't take the vitamin D and we're prescribing the vitamin D and you're still not taking it, we're going to put you in the hospital. So I took that vitamin D. Plus, they told me drink some orange juice. That's how serious it was. I go to this doctor. I get my test results back. I diagnosed myself with a UTI. I called the doctor. I'm like, hey, do you want to give me something? I see here that my test results came back and I might have something going on. You want to give me some antibiotics? Yeah. They send them over. They send me antibiotics that I'm not supposed to be taking. So, on my chart, doctor don't, say nothing about it. Oh, I apologize, I didn't know you wasn't supposed to be taking that. I had just got your file, whatever. They just updated in my file that I'm not taking it. Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be delivering this baby with these OBGYNs because I see I got to take care of myself. And I didn't have to do this with the other clinic. But I wanted to go to the other clinic, but they didn't take Medicaid. My husband had a job where I didn't need um, Medicaid. Now I'm dealing with a Medicaid clinic, and it's like, all I take care of myself. Only thing they do, from what I see, is draw the blood, make sure the baby's heart is bleeding, like you don't need no immediate care, and that's it. That's ridiculous. Now, I used to go to a Medicaid clinic in Georgia, and in Georgia they have one-on-one doctors. I'm new to this whole clinic thing, but I've done clinics in up north, but they might be different from the south. But then again, like I said, it seemed like different insurance, different treatment. Cause with my son, I mean, they was sending me to the high risk specialist, all kind of stuff, because they figured something was wrong with his heart, and come to find out, something was wrong with his heart. It wasn't that serious, as serious they made it, but something was wrong with his heart, because my baby has a heart murmur that nobody could see or hear, because the high risk doctor was like, "Why are you here?" I was like, "Tell me, shoot, I don't know." And he was like, "Well, I don't see nothing wrong with his heart. He got all four chambers." So, you know, they didn't see anything. And then once he was born, a pediatrician had heard his heart and determined that he had a heart murmur. But I had a lot different treatment than I have now. I didn't have to call about my test results. They called me. My test results came in, they called me, said, "Hey Virginia, we see such and such." Like I said, the only problem I had with Gabriel was my vitamin D. And they was like, "We see your vitamin D is real low. We want to hurry up and get you prescribed some extra strength vitamin D. So you go pick it up today." That was it. Now they did prescribe me some what do you call that? Prenatals. They did prescribe me some prenatals, but being that they didn't work with Medicaid, they didn't know the prenatals, like how to code the prenatals for Medicaid. If that makes sense. So I just ended up buying them. But they told me when I came back in, they said, "Did you pick them up? We see that you didn't pick them up." That's another thing. I never had to tell them, like, I had not picked up a medicine or had a problem picking up a medicine. They said, "Hey, we see that you didn't pick up the medicine. Do you want um us to send you a different version or something?" At that time I was like, "No." And my husband's cousin, sh like wife, she was on um Medicaid, And so that's how I know you could get prenatals on Medicaid. And the good brand. I'm talking about the one of these she had advanced. And there was nothing wrong with her. She didn't have anemia. Like, there was nothing wrong with her. I spoke to her. I talked to her. There's nothing wrong with her. So for them to say, oh, you could get it over the counter and I have severe anemia, which is crazy. But this is the same clinic, like I said, this is the same clinic that tell me I wasn't pregnant. And the next 2 days, I go and take a blood test and I'm very pregnant. In the last two appointments, there's been a baby in there with a whole heartbeat. Then they prescribed me some antibiotics that can cause miscarriage or birth defects in the first trimester. And they prescribed it in the first trimester. Just saying. And I know people are like, well, a lot has been changing in the healthcare field because of the pandemic and stuff like that. But a lot also hasn't changed. Medicaid clinics have always had a bad rep versus going to a private doctor. And yes, you can go to a private doctor on Medicaid. You just have to find your own private doctor. They give you a list of doctors. You have to call, find one that has an availability that you like or vibe with, and then you set up your appointment. Oh. But yeah, that's the quick update. I'm gonna show y'all the ultrasound, and then that'll be that. But she said, yeah, she's gonna send it over to Walgreens because Walmart apparently charged me a copay, and pregnant women and children don't get a copay, so I don't even want to deal with them. So you know, go to Walgreens, and trust me, I'm not in the mood because this whole town is just. So if I have to, I'll get them to call my insurance, and they can verify it with my insurance because I know my insurance covers over the counter, um, prescribed prenatals, vitamins. What else? Medicines like Tylenol, Motrin for children, of course, not for you. But yeah, if you're in pain, um, that's why I said a lot of things don't make sense to me because when you go to the hospital and they give you pain medicine, you can get pain medicine over the counter. You can get ibuprofen, Advil, Aleve. You can get aspirin. You can get Tylenol. All that stuff over the counter. It's like they pick and choose in this Republican state. And I said it. They pick and choose what they want to let you have over the counter. Um, I read a comment the other day talking about go get birth control and get a job. First of all, let me tell you something. I was on birth control and I had a job when I got pregnant. I chose to leave my job so I could do YouTube. I just blocked it because I don't have time for the negativity. Because YouTube is a full-time job. A lot of people is out here making bank. I know one personally. I know a few personally that's making bank off of YouTube, and they've been doing it for 6+ years. Shout out to you. If you know, you know. Not throwing any shade. Congratulations, but people are making money. I'm not talking about little money. Right? Let me show y'all these pictures. Just finally got up. Ooh. I'll tell you about it when I get off the live, honey. But they bugging up there. I don't know if we want to have a baby up there, for real. I'm being so serious. I'll tell you when I get off the live. Because I just explained it to him. I don't want to read it straight to him. I'm going to show y'all this picture of my adorable baby. And kind of look like a little gremlin right now, but
why does it keep talking about
that's the what?
no peep out?
Oh, that's the belly. That's the head. You can see it. See the eyes right there. The heartbeat was 161. It's kind of like smushed. Let me see. I'll show you that one. There's another one because she did it over the belly. Kind of like see his arm right there. His or her. I signed up for the blood test that tells you the sex. And here's a cute little one. The face. What's the face? So, baby is doing phenomenal. And yes, I said phenomenal. Phenomenal, guys. For those who think I don't know how to say it. All right. Well, I'ma see y'all. Just figured I'd do this quick live because no, I do not have a video for y'all. This is gonna be y'all video for today, and I'll see y'all. Bye.